Greetings, Capricorn. Welcome to your Mars and Virgo reading. Mars is currently passing through your ninth house from June 17th through August 6th, which is Virgo. And the Nine of Wands really could be very difficult, especially with all of, this Gemini energy bringing everything to the surface, laying all the work out on the table, showing you where your blind spots reside. Mars and Virgo, although this is a lucky transit for you, the Nine of Wands, there's a part of you that may feel like you don't know what to do with all of the abundance. It can feel like you've got to face things while you're on your way to the top, face these obstacles, deal with situations that you really just wanted to keep behind the scenes, but you just can't. And although these Nine of Wands situations that are surfacing during this time are quite difficult, I think you also realize that it's through these situations, changes are being made to your instinctual approach to your life, especially when it comes to passions and the way that you reach for more. The changes that are being made in your life through what you're realizing through these challenges, these issues, family issues, friendship issues, health issues, love issues, whatever has come up as this is what it is, there's no going back from here. And you may not really like how you feel about this. These changes that you're making are actually solving something for you. It's like there was a missing piece in your life that you couldn't figure out why you felt empty in a certain way. And these changes are giving you such a big opportunity to fill in that gap. So although it's Mars and it feels like there is chaos and destruction, through it, there's also some really major growth happening that is very fulfilling, and there's not a slowdown. It could feel like these things that have happened were, gonna stop you or keep you from moving forward, but it hasn't. And I think that can feel weird, because it's like, aren't I supposed to be like struggling? Aren't I supposed to be like really sad about this? But the ninth house comes after the eighth house, and you've been able to you're not getting caught in this emotional fog that you were in the past. It's not that you don't feel things, you feel it, and it guides your belief about the actions that you need to take. And because of how intensely you feel it, it's actually quite easy for you to move instinctually towards the things that you're feeling drawn to, because your energy is actually quite pure. The ninth house is in the light side. It's a beautiful and healthy sense of righteousness about how life should be lived. So all that to say, you feel pretty clear, And you're enjoying the fact that you're not being slowed down. You can actually make some changes in your life that put you in this higher place in terms of love, career, friendship, your passions. You're really taking every opportunity. And it's not that you can't rest. You definitely can, but um, I think that things have changed and you can work a lot quicker and you can achieve success a lot quicker. And you should take advantage of those opportunities and, kind of leave behind this period where you had to rest so much because things were moving so slowly because it felt like nothing was happening. Now it's like when you take action, things really happen and they happen quickly. And there's a lot of, abundance behind those decisions. So don't be, don't let your confidence waver. Stay in this place of pushing for more because it's time to do that. Let's talk about what Mars in Virgo means for you in terms of love. Well, again, this is your ninth house, and the ninth house is all about going bigger, taking risks, and reinventing some aspect or multiple aspects of your life, how it looks, how it feels, who you are, so that those opportunities, those things that you're in feel different. So in terms of love, you are still weighing out, what's the most abundant way forward, whether you're with someone or you are looking to date or you're currently dating. You're trying to figure out what abundance really means, which can be a little bit tough with the ninth house because you are so rooted in some beliefs that almost disconnects you from the material. But it's not that you don't care about the material. You just have this yearning for something really deep, something that feels like definitely like fate, but it feels spiritual, even if you don't consider yourself a spiritual person. Like it just there's this really like not just romantic feeling, but it's like there's these synchronicities that happen between you all where it just feels right. You're looking for that kind of person where you don't have to force anything. It feels like family. And that opportunity is definitely there. So continue to follow that instinct and don't be afraid to explore your options if you're dating. um, and if you're already with someone, Mars and Virgo either takes you on trips together, it takes you overseas, or um, it's time for you guys to collectively that's beautiful, look at that, go bigger with your love life, with your commitment to each other, with the work that you do together. It's time to take things to the next level and take some risks here, some really, really good risks, especially between now and July 21st. When July 21st hits, you want to pull back, but for the next week or so, these opportunities are coming in and you want to push them to the next level. Now when July 21st hits and the sun moves into Leo, your eighth house, this is where you want to allow the opportunities to come into you, but you want to pull back on how flamboyant you are when it comes to those opportunities that you have, because it can turn on you if you're in the public sphere. It can turn on you if you are how can I say, if you're naive. about what it's really going to take, which I think that you you're not one that's typically naive, but the ninth house can make you a bit naive. And so when the sun in Leo hits, it brings this kind of painful reality, in terms of these risks that you want to take in your love life. And it can, I guess it could feel like the wrong investment. It's easy to make the wrong investment. It's easy to think that something was big and it actually ends up being something really horrible. So, come July 21st, pull back on the risks, that you want to take together in terms of love, in terms of professional commitments, in terms of, starting on the 21st. I wouldn't make any new deals because it actually turns out to be not as valuable to you as you had originally thought. But until the 21st, continue to lean in into these bigger opportunities. When the 21st hits, it's more of like, let me go so deep into what I already have. Okay. But again, overall, as long as you continue to sustain this growth energy that's flowing through you, this person will follow your lead. They will continue to vocalize, but it's really important to stay there. It's really important to not fall off from your your level of success independently. And that also applies if you're dating. Money for you, Capricorn, while Mars is in Virgo, brings you a lot of lucky opportunities where you felt like there was many complicated lines between you and those opportunities that kind of held you back, um, from the money that you wanted to make. Now it's like those lines are being cut. People who were, um, possibly going in the wrong direction in terms of partnership with you, or again, they're just literally standing in the way, not really grounded in what's needed to push you guys to this next level financially together. Or maybe this could be you. It could be how you were thinking about your money life, and you running in the opposite direction of what you wanted because you actually didn't know what to do. Now Mars in your ninth house gives you a chance to learn from yourself and learn from others, and move away from that place without holding on to it even. Yeah, don't hold on to what's happened in the past financially. You don't need to go through a year-long period of cleaning things up. No, you can, with this ninth house energy, you can just travel into this new level financially that's here in front of you now. You can go directly to those collaborators, partners, and build the next level of things with them. You can just be the version of you who does it, whatever that thing is for you. You could just be the version of you who does it the right way. um, and it really doesn't matter who's competing with you. It's not that you shouldn't be aware of your competition and you shouldn't, you know make note of things, but emotionally getting wrapped up in this competitive place, it does nothing for you. It just, that's not, you're not motivated by competition. Even you're motivated by quality. Stay there. Stay there. In terms of money, that gets you everywhere you need to be. And with that, you can go as slow as you want to go. You don't need to rush. You don't need to go fast. It's nice when you can go slow, because you realize the only reason you're going fast is because you're actually letting people get to you, and that's making you do things in a way that's not really, lasting. Yeah, you can change all of that during this time and really step into this, very high class version of yourself that just attracts the best, just the very best. And it was always supposed to, come together in this way for you to be reminded of who you are, and that you don't need to compete with anybody, especially right now. You are the one who's pulling so many into their professional peak through their observation of either work that you've done or work that you're doing. So you don't need to be in competition with anybody, and you most definitely don't need to explain, your ambitions to anybody either. But of course they of course they want to know what you've got cooking in the earth, because they don't have the discipline. So it's cool to see how you keep just getting better and better and better. Mm-hmm. So that's fine. I mean, it does help them to open up a little bit, you know. But all in all, yeah, it's time to stop chasing this opportunity and just be in it. And Mars and Virgo is so great because you get to fly, you know, up from the ground and just, experience the rawness of what you've worked towards, and it's really sweet. And you should, stay in this growth place, because when Mars moves into Libra on August 6th, uh, everyone is coming everyone's coming, and there is a higher level of responsibility for sure in all of this. And I think it's, you know enjoy the fact that you're not there yet. Enjoy it truly, because when that responsibility hits, it's you really can't look away. Yeah. All right, that was awesome. I am sending you so much love, Capricorn. I will see you in our next transit reading. In the meantime, you can schedule private and birth chart readings with me through the link in the description. Talk to you later. Bye.